Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. BrothersTrucks.com, your #1 source for 1947 to 87 Chevy and GMC truck restoration. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Oil Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system. And by Mudbusters, extreme fender flares for UTVs and side-by-sides.
Motorhead Garage comes to your living room courtesy of NHOU Protective Coatings. If it's worth owning, it's worth protecting. Let's talk about the SUV. Everybody loves them because they can go anywhere, they can do anything. They're civilized in your neighborhood and they can head off-road. So think of these e-bikes from Rambo e-bikes as the SUV of the e-bike world. Now, Ian, these things are ridiculous. These look so cool, and I know they can go anywhere. What inspired the design?
Really, Rambo bikes were born in the hunting world. Guys were wanting to get to the deer stand or the turkey stand, wherever they were going, quickly, quietly, without disturbing nature, and getting there, just in a lot better way than an ATV being loud and getting there. So yeah, I was born in the hunting world. And
you can also get there without sweating.
Exactly. With all the packs guys are carrying, carrying 30, 40, 50 pounds of stuff, and I'm sure there's some guys saying more than that. But yeah, without sweating and getting noticed out there.
The deer are going to know you're there when you're sweating.
Absolutely.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Let's talk about the design of the bikes. What enables us to get there quickly and quietly?
Yeah. So all of our bikes are equipped with an electric motor. This particular one has 2 electric motors, but most of them are going to be a mid-drive style of a motor. Once you start pedaling, the motor will kick in and kind of assist you and help you get going down the path.
And you can change the level of assist from 1 to 5. 1, of course, with the least assist, 5 with the most. And you can run this thing just as sort of a motorbike. You just hit the throttle and it'll carry you where you want.
Not only you can shut it all off and run it like a normal bike, you can use the throttle or with the pedal assist. Kicks in and helps you pedal as you go as well. So yeah.
The questions everyone's going to ask you right off the bat: what's the range? How far can this go?
Absolutely, the range is anywhere from 30 miles up to 80 miles. The Megatron here has dual batteries, so we can get up to 80 miles on it, and that's with a mix of throttle and pedal and assist. Kind of get you where you need to go. Yeah.
And of course, you can take an extra battery with you because they're not that big. If you really need to get some extra distance on it.
Yep.
How long does it take to charge then once you get back to base?
Doesn't take long. If you're on a 0% battery, completely dead, when you plug it in, it takes about 5 to 6 hours to get a complete charge out of it.
Not too shabby.
No, not at all.
What's my top speed? All things being equal, level ground and that sort of thing.
Yeah. So on the 1,000-watt bikes, top speed is going to be 28 miles an hour, and on our 750-watt bikes, it's going to be 19 miles an hour.
Now let's talk about quality. You're going hunting, you're going to take this thing out into the woods, you're going to need this thing to last.
Yeah.
How is it built?
Yeah, we, being born in the hunting world, we know how hunters are treating this bike and using this bike, and it's in extreme conditions. It's going to be through creeks, up the side of mountains. We're going to be going through the brush, through the cornfields, and so it needed to stand up to those conditions, and we knew that. So that's how these bikes were built and born and designed, was to be able to handle those extreme conditions.
And also, you said you've seen guys pulling deer out of the woods with one of these as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You can. We have a trailer that you can use to pull behind, and they're pulling deer, pulling all sorts of stuff out of the woods just with this. Whenever you hook that up, and off you go. So no more carrying that stuff. You can just pull it behind the bike now.
There's enough torque for carrying Sasquatch with you. That's fantastic.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the specific bikes here. The one in the back here has just come off the trail.
Yes.
And that is called the Pursuit.
Yes, Pursuit is a really nice 750-watt bike that we have. It's a mid-drive motor. Yeah, it's got front suspension, hydraulic brakes, and then the 750-watt mid-drive motor.
Excellent. And here, this one's a little smaller of a frame, maybe for folks that are a little shorter like me, or for some of the ladies out there. It's called the Rider.
Yep, the Rider is a 17-inch frame, so it allows for a little bit smaller rider. And it also has a 750-watt motor with hydraulic brakes, fat tire, and front suspension as well.
I love the name on this one. This is called the Venom.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about the Venom.
Yeah, the Venom is an animal. It's got the 1,000-watt ultra drive Bafang motor. It's kind of the gold standard for electric bike motors. It's a torque sensing motor, So the more you put onto the pedals, the more it gives you back. It's just more of a real feel riding bike, and it's a lot of fun to ride. It's got a lot of power, a lot of torque, and a lot of gears to run through with pedaling on this one as well.
And the Megatron here is the one we talked about that has two-wheel drive.
Yes.
And can you change that to single-wheel drive as well?
Yes, the Megatron, you can go front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive when you need it.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. And 2 batteries.
It's got dual batteries, so this one here gives you an 80-mile range. So you can switch back and forth between the batteries if you need to. But this one was built to go up the side of a mountain, through the creeks, soft sand. You know, when called upon, throw it in all-wheel drive and off you go.
And while we're talking about quality, let's talk about components. What kind of components can we find?
Yeah, we're going to be using Shimano components, Tektro disc brakes, Maxxis tires on a lot of our models, and then GT MRK front fork suspension as well on a lot of our models.
So some pretty well-known names.
Absolutely.
What if something goes wrong and I need a replacement part?
Yeah, we've got a year warranty on all of our bikes. It covers most everything for a year warranty, so if anything happens to go wrong, we'll make sure you're taken care of.
These things are rugged. If they can last in the woods, they're going to last in the neighborhood. They will take you anywhere you want to go. Find these models and a bunch more at RamboBikes.com. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage and more amazing products when we come back. Stay tuned.